is up, YouTube? I'm your friendly neighborhood N-Man64, bringing you the next episode of Pokémon XD Gale of Darkness as part of the Year of the Pokémon. In the last episode, we made our way through the rest of Agate Village, and we purified our Teddiursa. We are not going to be using Teddiursa long term, but we are going to keep her around for a little bit, mainly to serve as extra bulk for our team, but also to get items with pickup ability. The rest of our Pokemon we're going to be transferring to the Pokemon Center and the computer as needed. But since we're done here in Agate Village, it's time for us to move on to the next area, which is Mount Battle, where we can get some information about what might have happened to Professor Crane. Mount Battle is exactly the same as it was in Colosseum, so it's a great place to grind, especially if you really need the experience for your Pokemon. I don't think it's mandatory for you to do Mount Battle, but you definitely want to at least give it a try, because it is a very interesting place to grind. Well, didn't we meet at Gation Port? Have you come to train? This is an excellent place for people to train. I've trained here myself. Back then, I only sought to become more powerful. I didn't need any other reason. As a result, I attained this status, but now I've taken to questioning my motive for gaining power. I wonder what I am fighting for. I ponder if I'm putting my Pokemon under cruel stress. That's why I urge you to look into yourself. Ask yourself why you want to become stronger before you take that path. My headcanon for the longest time in this game is that character was actually your father, and that he faked his death to go become a strong trainer, but obviously that's not the case, because the game probably would have mentioned it at some point. Oh no, I'm not done here yet. I just wanted to see how far I could explore before they throw me out. Not far, evidently. You come to Mount Battle. Are you here to train as a trainer, of course, of Pokemon? I am. Ah, very well. If you train at your young age, you will certainly become a fine Pokemon trainer one day. I just need some better Pokemon at my disposal. Fortunately, in the next several areas, we're going to get a ton of useful options. Should I go for it? Maybe I'm not ready for this. I'm having trouble deciding if I should take the Mount Battle challenge or not. What should I do? Dude, you should totally go for it. I believe in you. Alright, we get a full heal. Heals any status affliction. Try to hold on to those, though, because A, they give you a lot of the other ones very easily, and B, those are kind of expensive, so yeah. I'm going to collect Poke Coupons so I can get some new moves for my Pokemon. See that man in white sitting on the bench? He teaches Pokemon moves in exchange for Poke Coupons. You can earn Poke Coupons even when you're training. Mount Battle is a cool place. They're supposed to be training rookies right now, so they won't let you take the challenge as usual. So yes, we have two specific people over here. After you beat the game, there will be a third, but you'll see that there's really no reason for us to have that third one. But I'll explain it anyway. This guy in white will trade Poke Coupons in exchange for teaching your Pokemon moves that it may have forgotten or it's locked behind certain evolutions or levels. So, for example, if you have a Blaziken in the game, you can come to this guy with some Poke Coupons and it can teach it Fire Punch or something like that. Same with any other moves that a Pokemon may have. This guy, as you would imagine, is the move deleter. So if a Pokemon has a move you don't want it to know, you can delete it easily. So if it has an HM for a move that you're like, I don't really think I need that. I don't know why you'd want to do that, because the HMs in this game are pretty good. Well, the Pokemon with HMs in this game are pretty good, and those are decent things, but whatever. The third guy that will appear over here is a specific move tutor for the Pokemon Mew. Now, Mew is, as many of you guys know, a nightmare of a Pokemon to get in basically every generation before Gen 8, where they give one out for free as long as you have save data for Pokemon Let's Go. But yeah, it is a nightmare of a Pokemon to get. But if you do happen to have a Mew and this guy shows up, He'll help you gain some pretty powerful moves for it. And as we all know, Mew can learn basically every single move. If you talk to this lady here, you can... Oh. Prize list, there we go. You can exchange coupons that you get throughout Mount Battle to get some strong items. TM29 for Psychic, for Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Mental Herbs to snap out of Infatuation, White Herbs to regain lowered stats with moves like Overheat, Quick Claw to occasionally strike first, Focus Band to prevent fainting, Bright Powder to reduce your opponent's accuracy, King's Rock to make them flinch, Scope Lens to increase critical hit ratio. This is pretty much how you got a bunch of the, This is basically how you get all of those competitive items in this generation. Because a lot of them are really hard to get in other games, so you basically would come here to Mount Battle, train your Pokemon, get the items you need, and call it a day. Got your average Pokemon Center here, you got a computer here. More importantly, though, we have to continue our story. Welcome to Mount Battle. Would you care to take your challenge for training? You battle till you're knocked out. Unfortunately, we're not open to the public right now. The facilities are closed for training novice trainers. Oh, you're not here to train? You came to see Vander, one of our area leaders? Actually, Vander is in charge of the rookie training sessions. He's inside right now. If you're in a hurry, you may enter through here. Thank you. That was very nice of you. Oh, I just finished training now, but a challenger's already here? What to do, what to do? Oh, I don't know what to do. You just battle, Miru. It's okay. It's fine, trust me. Alright, Pyro and our Teddy Ursa are ready for some action. Let's go bite that Wingull, and we'll use Return on that Wurmple. The reason I'm not using Teddy Ursa is that in terms of like stats, it's other than special attack, it's very similar to Pyro in that it's a physical attacker, namely, and I do have another physical attacker I'm adding to the team, but that one at least has a little bit more going for it than Teddy Ursa does. While Teddy Ursa has a lot with going for it with like its varied movesets and stuff you can teach it, personally speaking, like I said, I'm just more of the I know what I'm doing with, I know what I want to do with this team, and unfortunately Teddy Ursa does not fit into my plans. But for the time being, I will let it join our team, gain some experience, all that jazz. Teddy Ursa is trying to learn Fury Swipes. No. You don't need Fury Swipes. Well, I knew it. We weren't ready. We get a little bit of cash, but more importantly, we get to advance to go see where Vander is. Oh, you came to see Vander, so I wasted a battle on you? Vander is teaching some rookie trainers in the zone up ahead. Alright. I should swap out for Poochyena so we can maybe get her to get purified as well. Again, I'm not using Poochyena long term either, but I would like I said, I wanna have purified Pokemon and know that we're ready for it. And it's amazing that they hire these guys to be part of Mount Battle and they don't know what they're doing. I find that very funny. Corphish and Swablu. We are getting very close to Pyro learning his first Fire-type move, which is very nice. Bite the Corphish, and Shadow Blitz the Corphish as well, in case Bite does not kill. It should, but just in case. Yeah, I believe Pyro learns Ember at level 16. That's the same level you would learn moves, I believe. Is it Pursuit or is it... Yeah, I think it's Pursuit in, for Umbreon. Thunder Shock for Jolteon, Water Gun for Flareon, and then Confusion for Espeon. Bite the Swablu and call Poochyena. And we are very close to having another Pokemon purified, which is very nice. Ooh, Swablu. You're tankier than I remember. And literally, I just used you in the Pokemon Emerald Flying type challenge. You'd think I'd remember that, but apparently not. Why, you're making me lose confidence. Oh, deal with it, you slug. You're way too strong to be training in Area 1. Huh? You came to see Vander? Oh, no wonder. I think Vander is still teaching out here. You may even see him in the next zone. Well, he is here. That's right. In a double battle, it's important that you understand the attributes and abilities of two Pokemon together. Okay, Vander, it makes sense. Oh, are you a knockout battle challenger? I hate to disappoint you, but we're not running the challenge right now. We're in training, you see. Oh, Egan sent you to see me. Oh, to hear about the desert. Understood. I'll be happy to give you my account, but before I do that, I've got a little request. Just on appearance, you look to be an outstanding trainer. I'm certain my eyes aren't deceiving me. So here's my request. To finish up my novice trainer session, I'd like you to treat him to a battle. Thank you for training with me. Alright, cool trainer Bardo. Close to being Bardock. Would have been funny if it was Bardock. But alas, it is not Bardock. Alright. Strategy remains the same here. That is, it usually is. Bite the Doduo, because that's a bigger threat. And we will Shadow Blitz the Spoink. Spoinky doinky doinky. Yep, goodbye Doduo. And level 15 for Pyro. Yep, one level off from learning its move. Hell yeah. That did a lot of damage, though. All things considered, for Poochyena, that did a lot of damage. I feel like I failed my school graduation exam. That's because you did, dude. But at least you're giving me money. I appreciate that. Yes, just as I thought. That was a well-played battle. Why, it made me want to jump in and join the fray, too. Anyways, we should talk, but this isn't the place for that. Let's go back to reception. In the desert south of here, there's a Cipher research facility. It's been there since the Shadow Pokémon incident. It seemed to be abandoned for a long time, but recently I've seen groups of shady characters going inside. This is where the research lab was at. The shady characters were seen at the lab in the desert in the south. Are they somehow connected to Professor Crane's abduction? I guess we'll have to find out. But first, Poochyena can be purified, so we should go take care of that. So we'll have a few more decent looking Pokemon for us to use in battle. Of course, Flareon is going to be the strongest one, but whatever. Hi, Michael. Doing good? Egan called today to inform us that Pokeballs are now available at the Ogget Pokemart. You won't have to worry about running out anymore. Good luck. Alright, so we can officially start getting Pokeballs. Which is good because we're going to get a bunch of Shadow Pokemon in the next few episodes. So we'll head back to Ogget Village. First order of business is to get those Pokeballs, and then we will purify our Poochyena. I don't think it's going to gain that much experience since it only took part in a few battles, but it did fight Egan's Pikachu, so that should get it at least a teensy bit of something. Alright, so we will buy 10 of these, and we get a Premier Ball. So there we go. We now have 18 Pokeballs at our disposal. And that Ultra Ball, which gives us 19, technically. Alright. Until the purification machine in the lab is done, we can only purify Pokemon by coming here to Agate Village. So as our Pokemon get more and more complete, I suppose, we are going to just have to keep coming back here. But I will say, when I am using a Pokemon on the team long term, I will be taking them here for the ceremony anyway, for more of a symbolic gesture, rather than just have them level up in the, you know, in the old-fashioned way. I like the way my team is going to come out, though. I've done a lot of research and moves and strategies that I hope will pay off. Poochyena did get a level up. Nice. Did he get 2 level ups? There you go. Nice. Very nice. No nickname for you because, again, I'm not using you long term. But you guys should know that I'm not going to be getting my second Pokemon for the team for quite a while. Like, I'm going to say we're probably not going to get it for another 10 to 12 episodes at the earliest. But then we're going to start adding Pokemon to our team left and right, so don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all. I should keep you guys evenly balanced, so I do want Pyro to learn a Fire-type move, so we're going to keep him up at the front of the party until we get to that move, and then we'll start to balance everyone else out. Except Lediba. Lediba's just here to exist. And yes, this is the lab that we were in Pokémon Colosseum. Its layout is mostly the same. They got rid of a few parts of it, but in general, it's the same. But you can explore it the same way. You can... Oh, hi. Okay. We are sextuplets. We strike terror throughout the land, for we are the Hexagon Brothers. Sound off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 5? That's it? 5? Aren't we missing someone? That's ridiculously impossible. Let me try this time. Count off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? What did I say again? There is someone missing. But anyway, enough. He'll return soon enough, I'm sure. What we need to do, brothers, is this. Lock and load on this suspicious kid. Hey, you brat! This is no kiddie playground. We've been away a while, but this is where this here real estate belongs to Cipher for many a year. If you don't quit scurrying around, we'll have to tell your mommy. If you don't want to have that to happen, then run along home. Yeah, Cipher definitely has lost a lot of its edge in this game. I will say that. They're like more like Team Rocket, and not like Team Rocket. I mean like the Jesse James Team Rocket type, where it's like, you know, they're not even a threat to a bowl of cereal. But whatever. But we know the professor is here, and that this is the truck that was used in his abduction, so we may as well get things started. Now, if you recall, when we were in Pokemon Colosseum and we got to Pyrite Town, there were 6 trainers with 6 Shadow Pokemon. This is very similar to that, as each of these Cipher peons has a Shadow Pokemon at their disposal. And as you would imagine, It's all based on the color. The color uniform they have is based on the type of Pokemon that they have at their disposal. No Johto starters, but we do have some interesting Pokemon that we have to tackle. That look on your face. It says you're not about to listen and go home obediently. Alright then, I'll play with you to while away the time if you want. Alright, bring it on. You can fight these guys as often as you want and fail to catch their Pokemon as often as you want. You will not be in trouble. The only matter is, like I said, just keep trying. You can get some useful money, you can get some experience. Just do the best that you can and you should be fine. Alright. Shadow Pokemon is Houndour, which is an... I will go out on a limb and say it's probably one of the best Shadow Pokemon you could get at this point in the game. It is fast, it hits really hard, and while it doesn't know moves like Dark Pulse, it does gain moves like Crunch and Flamethrower very easily enough. So, if you do not use Flareon, this could be a very good Pokemon for you to have on your team as needed. And that is the second time I've been poisoned with one poison type move, if you don't count the scripted moment you get poisoned in the battle with the Salamence and the Metagross at the beginning of the game. Oh my god, Pyro, you're gonna die. Alright, let's see how much Dig does here. Ooh, a lot, actually. Alright, so first things first, we're going to use our turn here to heal. First things first, Pyro, we're going to use one of those super potions we have. Get you to full strength. And then we're going to use Dig on Houndour. As long as it doesn't kill Poochyena here. It did. Okay. Okay, Buttface, I understand. How about Teddy Ursa? I refuse to give Lettyba any time. Alright, so let's see. We will use a antidote on you, and we'll have to go buy more, but that's fine. And we will lick Houndour until it is paralyzed. We will unfortunately have to come back to get more Pokemon, but hey, it happens. Alright, can we get a paralyze? How come when they do a freaking move, it guarantees to have its secondary status effect kick in, but when I do it, it's 30% chance. Whatever. I don't care. I do need beefier Pokemon, though. Oh my lord. Okay. Sand Attack and Lick. You are really gonna make me work for this, aren't you? You are legitimately gonna make me work for this, aren't you? Come on, get me my paralysis. Get me my paralysis. Why? Wait. There we go. I was about to say, I thought I saw what's-it-call-it. They're deciding, nah, I'm gonna attack you. And there goes Teddy Ursa. Yeah, I definitely need to heal up my team a bit. We are a little outclassed right now. And I've lost my means of paralysis, so I guess my only strategy now is spam with this and maybe supersonic. Good. Okay. Keep spamming sand attack. Then we'll use a supersonic. Hopefully it hits. Of course it didn't. And of course, Shadow Blitz hits. Because you know them, they get all their moves hit when they have full accuracy. When they have no accuracy. But mine, they never hit, even when they have perfect accuracy. You know what? This actually is a time for me to show off something in this game. I know this is a very long battle, but this is actually something I can show off. First, we're gonna call Lediba. And next, we're gonna use Sand Attack. But the big thing here is one of the biggest changes in this game that I have not brought up yet is the fact that the call command in this game has been upgraded. Instead of it just being a move you use on occasion, or something you use on occasion to wake up a Pokemon or clear their heads from shadowiness, or whatever the hell you'd call it, this time around, it is a constant X accuracy. So you can just keep jacking up a Pokemon's accuracy until whatever. And naturally, they keep hitting their freaking moves, even though I've lowered its accuracy to the lowest freaking levels imaginable. Good lord, this freaking game is just a pack of dirty cheaters. Alright, now let's try this. Alright, so we got 2 levels of accuracy increases, so now Supersonics will hit automatically. We will try a Pokeball here. I doubt it will work. But hey. And if it doesn't, then we will try Shadow Shed, I guess. I don't know. But having that X accuracy at your disposal constantly is amazing. And hey, we caught it. Beautiful. Alright, we have a Houndour. We're not using it, obviously, because I'm not using multiple fire types. That's kind of very stupid. But we do need to have some extra muscle on our team, so we are going to keep some Pokemon around for a while. I will be back to get more Shadow Pokemon in the next episode, though. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm your friend, the neighborhood, Endman64, and I will see you guys next time. Until we meet again, my lovelies, sayonara.